Hey, gun people. Well, this whole Ohio judge had to resign, and I'm not sure why. Uh, I I don't find what he did that outrageous, other than I think judges are unaccountable. But again, if you're going to make them accountable, make it fair and hold them all accountable. Don't pick and choose because he's a white judge and he did something bad to a poor black woman, so therefore he should be fired. Because this, again, is not about justice, the truth, or problems. It's about color. And that's how this damn country is being run right now. And unfortunately, that's the way the liberal left and the the mighty, the fantastic destruction for of Google, Facebook, Twitter, of YouTube, go around pushing their liberal left agenda, making everything about color or what bathroom you use. Take a look at what this judge did here.
Back here, that's a magistrate in full judicial robe storming out of his courtroom and chasing down a woman. The magistrate was presiding over a trial when he heard a commotion coming from the hallway. It was the woman, and she was screaming at the top of her lungs because she had just been told that she was 30 minutes late to file court papers.
Wow, imagine that. Black woman getting irate, crazy, screaming and yelling because she was told she can't get her way. Man, who could have predicted that?
Watch as he takes off after her, running through the hallways. When he finally catches up with her, he orders her back to his courtroom. And when she makes a wrong turn, he puts the long arm of the...
Well, I guess my question is, where the hell's the bailiffs and who's working this guy's courtroom and what kind of courtroom is he running? But I'm not a big fan on judges being able to put people in jail in contempt with no trial, no due process, no nothing. But the law says they can do it. I mean, I don't like it, but if you go in a courtroom, you chew gum, wear a hat, or tell the judge kiss your ass, you're going to jail. Nobody else on the planet has that special rights and privilege except a lawyer with a black robe. And I've always found that contemptible in my book and against our legal system. Cops can't do that. If cops could take people to jail for everyone that called them an asshole, the jails be full and people would be a lot more polite. But judges can do that in their courtroom. A judge can also order anybody arrested because he's the court. And when he signs a warrant, he's ordering a peace officer to take you into custody. Right, wrong, or indifferent, that cop can legally and is obligated to fulfill that order and arrest you. So if he comes out here and says, hey, arrest this person, you got to arrest him. That's the same thing as a written court order. It's just called a oral or verbal order to arrest somebody. Just like you can get a verbal or oral warrant. I can call the judge on the phone, explain the circumstances. He can say, okay, I'm issuing a warrant. I don't necessarily need a sheet of paper. So judges have a lot of leeway, which is why I don't know why he had to resign. I don't find what he did here that much out of law, what they do every day.
The law on her shoulder, steering her in the correct direction.
I've never seen a judge behave in this manner. It's as if he decided he's got to be the bailiff and the sheriff and the judge and the prosecutor all rolled into one.
Weasley attorney. I can tell you right now. Weasley attorney will say any side on either thing, has no stance, doesn't believe in anything, only believes in whoever hires him. Then he pushes their agenda. Can't stand people like that.
One, to chase after somebody, drag them back into the courtroom.
Inside his
I didn't see any dragging. Did you see any dragging?
Courtroom in Cincinnati, the magistrate sits the woman.
Where's the bailiffs? Where's the cops? Maybe he wouldn't have had to do this if he had freaking cops in his room that he could order to stop her and bring her in.
Down in the jury box and then proceeds to sentence her to 3 days in jail for disrespectful and disruptive behavior. But she's not having it. She tries to escape when deputies
Now we got some bald cops in there. Ooh, it's going down.
Come to haul her off to jail. It takes a bunch of court officers to detain her. As she's led away, she continues to fuss and fight. The magistrate, Michael Bachman, was actually once a contestant on The Price is Right in 2000.
What the hell does that have to do with anything? So what? He was a contestant. Really? That matters on why he should lose his job? Our freaking media is just out of control with their ignorant, brainwashing the full.
And today, he's out of a job, forced to resign for being out of order in his own courtroom.
The woman, whose name is Cassandra Jackson, was sentenced to 3 days in jail. A different judge let her out after 2 days.
Oh, isn't that nice? A different judge only let her stay 2 days in jail to teach her a lesson. And this mean old judge that had to retire was going to give her 3 days. Man, this is an odd case. But again, I'm only knowing what the freaking lying media is reporting. So ain't no telling what the real story is. All right, we'll end it there.